Hello friends, and good evening. Welcome to this evening's video where we're going to talk about Elast's Identification album. So I got on my copy of Dark Dream, and can I just say, I love this album for like 8 reasons. One, please don't fall. It has my favorite Elast song, which is To Lie, but also just as an album, it is thick. Like, I don't think you understand. This is like a full novel for an album. It is very thick. And also look at the cover. Like, this cover is excellent. I should not have picked up that album to show you because it took a depressingly long time for me to get it to stand up again. I'm mad at you now. I'm mad at you. Anyway, let's go over this video is going to work. I'm going to run through the track list. I'm going to give you my thoughts on each song, and then I'm going to give this album a score out of 10 at the end. However, I do have a few disclaimers before we continue. Disclaimer number 1. I am one-ish listen in depending on the song. It's been out, the album has been out for around 40 minutes now, so I've heard the songs. In one case, I've heard it a good few times because it's been out, but I've heard the songs. My opinions on them very much may change over time. Second disclaimer is, of course, my standard one. Everything I say in this video is just my opinion. You do not have to agree with my opinion because, as the mug always says, music is subjective, and that is great. Okay, now that we have all of that out of the way, let's get started. And first up, we have the title track, Kiss Me Baby, and it's amazing. Like, I was in awe of how good this song is. For context, okay? I stopped being the biggest Elast fan a while ago now, like probably a year or so ago. This might reel me back in. It might do it. Like, this song is that good. First, the background music. It's really good, but it's also really unique and interesting. It doesn't sound like your standard boy group background music. It sounds nothing like it, really. And I really appreciate that. Like, it has a very unique feel to it, and it's really cool. The verses are also great. The first one starts the song out perfectly. Like, by the time it is over, I am jamming my heart out. Like, I am already so excited for this song to keep going. And the second one is just as good. As for the bridge, it's short, but it is everything I could have asked for. It's stunning for starters. The vocals are really pretty. I also love how you can feel it build back into that last chorus. And the note at the end is excellent. The pre-chorus, meanwhile, slows the song down just enough, and I feel like that is something that is special to this song in a way, because I feel like in a more upbeat song, like in a poppier song, a chorus that slows the song down to this extent would bother me. I feel like in this song, though, it's the perfect amount. Okay, we need to talk about this chorus. Why is this chorus pop perfection? Like, the first half is so good, and then the second half is just fun. Like, I'm just having fun to it. It's honestly a masterpiece of a chorus, and I don't know what more I could have asked for. Big picture though, here's the thing. It's been a while since I sat down and I listened to Elast's catalog. It's been a hot minute, and as a result, I don't want to say with like absolute conviction this is their best title. Here's the thing though. If my memory serves me correctly, I do not recall them having a title this good. So I will say this is their best title for now. I reserve the right to change my mind. Up next, we have Neverland, and apparently the song's been like kind of out for months. I was just unaware because I guess they've been performing it on their tour. Like, for their tour, this was a part of their set list. I didn't know this because I'm not the biggest Elast fan, so I wasn't actively watching their set list. And also, they didn't bother coming here, so I didn't really care. I'm just bitter no one comes here. Anyway, on to the song. This song is very rocky. It's very rock heavy, and the background music reflects that, and it's a little loud for me. And frankly, I just think, hear me out. There are songs that are better live. Okay, like there are songs out there that are just a better listening experience when you see them live. I feel like this is one of those songs. But it kind of sucks, because like, I could see myself really enjoying this song if it had some different background music, because for the most part, I was able to ignore the background music while listening to this song to take notes, and I was enjoying myself. There was one part that I just couldn't get past, which is the chorus. This chorus is loud, and it's shouty, and it's very much not for me. Like, this chorus embodies a lot of things in music that I personally just don't enjoy. The rest of the song, though, that is a different story. I really like the verses. The second one in particular, that rap, very much a fan. And also the pre-chorus is good too. As for the bridge, that would be my favorite part of this song. Although admittedly, I am biased. This bridge is the least rock part of the song. In case you couldn't tell, I don't like the rock parts of the song, so the less rock is better for me, but personally, I really liked it. On to the next song, Together, and this song is a little too good. Like, it's a little too excellent, if you ask me. But let's get into it. Starting with the background music, this background music builds so beautifully. Like, it is masterfully done. And if you didn't know this about me, if you were somehow unaware, I love when I can feel a song build, and this song, you can feel it. The verses are also quite good. The first verse starts out really toned down, almost like ballady levels of tone down, but it just picks up as it goes on, and I really liked it. The second verse, though, like, it's already fun, and it's already poppy, and I was having the time of my life. Like, I was jamming my heart out to this verse. I was having a moment. As for the bridge, it is very long. I feel like sometimes I forget that, like, a bridge can be quite lengthy. This is one of those times that, specifically a K-pop bridge, I should say, is lengthy, and it's amazing. Like, the first half is the vocal half, and it's quite good. However, the second half, the rap half, outsells. Like, this rap is incredible. The chorus is also very good. It starts out more toned down, like more vocally based, but then the background music comes in and it just hits so perfectly. Like, I was really into it. Now for my one and only gripe with this song, the lack of a pre-chorus before the first chorus. The second chorus, it had a pre-chorus and it worked beautifully. The first chorus needed a pre-chorus because it goes straight from the verse into the chorus, and I feel like it would have worked even better if it just had something to slow it down a little bit, get us into that chorus. It would have made the song better. However, I'm okay with it. I will live with it because I really enjoyed the song we got, so I'm not going to complain too much. Our next song is Rain, and I would argue this is our ballad of the album. It's very vocally based, and as far as vocally songs go, this one's fine. The first verse is very pretty, the bridge is stunning, and the chorus is great too. Like, those parts, I have no notes, I have no complaints. I do, however, take issue with the second verse. This second verse is a long one, and it is entirely rap. Like, it is 100% made up of rap, and I feel like the song didn't need it. This is probably the longest running complaint on my channel. Like, I remember saying this complaint when I was still sitting on my mom's floor, but I hate with a passion when you try and force a rap into a ballad. Like, it drives me up the wall. I can't stand it. This song is the embodiment of why. This song didn't need a rap. They forced one in. It messed with the song, and I didn't like it. Okay, last but not least, we have Thrill, and I am aware there are actually 2 more songs, but the last 2 songs are just Thrill and then the Japanese version of Thrill. I have nothing to add for the Japanese version, so I'm going to talk about this. Like, I listened to the Korean version when I took these notes, but everything I say here goes for the Japanese version. Also, let's address the obvious. This song is not new. This song, while the rest of the album, other than Apparently Neverland, is new, this song is not new. This song came out in February. I don't actually know off the top of my head when the Japanese version came out, but I know the Korean version came out in February. And as a result, I've heard it a lot more. And this is a complex song, let's call it. I have mixed and complex emotions in regards to this song. So I've made a decision. We're going to start with the negatives. That way, when we close out, we're closing with the positives. We're going to end on a positive note. So let's start with the start of the song, the intro. I don't like this intro. It has the vibes of a very different type of song. And I'll just say I'm grateful we didn't get that song, because I probably wouldn't enjoy it. Also, Wonjun's rap in the first verse is a miss in every way for me. Like, the background music is awful. The rap isn't good, and it is way too long. Like, if this rap, it has nothing going for it for me. That said, switching to the positives, the rest of the verses are great. The first verse is very solid, but the second verse, that rap, it's actually a bit too iconic. Like, it is too good. As for the pre-chorus, it's amazing. I love the background music for this pre-chorus. I think it is so cool. And in general, it just flows really nicely into the chorus. And speaking of the chorus, I love this chorus. It hits just hard enough, but it doesn't go too far. I appreciate that. And also, it earns itself some extra credit because it does my favorite thing, where it'll start the last chorus off with very little to no background music, and then it comes in and it just fucks hard. It fucks hard every time, and it fucks hard here. But that is all I have to tell you about this album. So with that, it is score time, and overall, I'm going to give it a 9.1 out of 10. There's one song on this album I didn't like, okay? But the rest of them, for the most part, they're amazing songs. So yeah, 9.1 out of 10. And that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to comment your thoughts on this album down below. Let me know how you feel. You can also like and subscribe if you want to, or don't. I will be okay either way. And in the description, I'll put any other Elast reviews that I have done, so you can check those out if you so choose. And yeah, thank you again for watching. Bye!